Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Pomolia.
And I'm John Householder. Last week we reported a story about a bar fight at Joe's Knighthawk. Tonight we are joined in the studio by Captain Jason Leonard of the Waverly Police. He's here to talk about the possible gang connections to last weekend's fight and how students can prevent violence. Thanks for joining us, Captain Leonard.
Pleasure to be here.
Now, why are the gangs spreading into Waverly?
Well, quite honestly, the bottom line is that we really don't know everything, the reason why they're coming to Waverly. However, all indications are, and knowing that these gang members that were here stem from Waterloo and the Waterloo area, they're looking for an easier market. That's basically what we know at this time.
Now, what is the police department's plan to deal with this growing problem?
Well, we plan on staying on top of it, and hopefully it's not a growing problem. Staying on top of it means if we have to do more bar walkthroughs on the weekends, then that's what we do. If we identify these gang members that were here, which is what we're intending to do and still working at, then that's something else that we're planning on doing to stay on top of it. If we see them in town, we need to address the issue at that moment in time.
What should students do if a similar situation were to occur?
Well, obviously be the best witness possible if they're there and they're witnessing those events unfold. The biggest problem that we have right now is identifying who it was that started the fights that were inside the local establishment, and making sure that we stay on top of it the way we should. So be the best witness possible, try not to get involved so much as a participant, stay back and become a better witness.
Now, what do students and the public need to know about preventing this gang violence and activity?
Well, it's kind of like what I said before with the being a better witness. Preventing it, I don't think you're ever going to really prevent it from totally happening. However, there are some certain things that you can do, like being a better witness to it, cooperating fully with the police, making sure that at those moments in times that if they see something happening that looks out of place, give us a call.
Now, this is something that's kind of unusual for Waverly. Should the community of Waverly be a little worried?
I don't believe so. You're talking about two incidents that have happened. The most recent one during homecoming evening, and then a few weeks before that, there was another incident that happened at one of the other local establishments. They're very similar in nature, but this isn't something that's happened just this year. It also happened at the end of last year as well, where another establishment had an issue with it as well. I don't believe there's anything to be worried about. Waverly's still a small community, and we kind of look out for each other.
Now, does the violence follow a pattern as far as areas or timing?
Well, speaking with other area investigators and other towns that surround Waverly, obviously we know that the gangs that we have that have come up here, the gang members, stem from the Waterloo or Waterloo area. And the pattern that they have exhibited in the past is they are in that area, they're trying to have a good time, they try to pick fights, they try to do their gang activities while they're there at those establishments. Once the local law enforcement gets involved, it kind of forces them out of that area. They're not comfortable anymore. And what ended up happening was that now, at that moment in time, they moved over to Cedar Falls, to the College Hill there, until the heat turned up on them then. Now they're here in Waverly, and I think it's just a matter of time before we turn the heat up on them.
Thanks a lot, Captain Leonard.
No problem.